Yo, what's up everybody? What's up? How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Hold on, is my stream even live right now? Okay, yeah, it is. Sick. Crawler, what's up, bro? Womack, how you doing? Tayshawn, how's it going? Cogito, Eric, how you guys all doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Real Retro, what's up, bro? Cogito, you said I love brutal truths. Tayshawn, you just got a PC for this game? Lit, bro, lit. Makito, another late night stream. Yeah, it is another late night stream. It is another late night stream for sure. Chat, let me know if you want me to increase the music volume at all, anything like that. Today we're going to be going in depth talking about HxH Nen Impact. It's good, man. Chillingly. How about you? Doing good, bro. Sentry OP, you still playing Sparking Zero? Nah, I'm not really playing it anymore, bro. Not really playing it like that anymore. Eda, truth gonna be as brutal as Sparking Zero is with you. True, man, true. And for this one, I'm probably going to put time... Like, I've said this before, but I think really for this one, I will actually put timestamps in the comments later so that you guys can, like... People who watch this as a video can, like, skip through to the different segments. But, alright guys, let's just go ahead and get started with this, okay? So, talking about HxH Nen Impact, I played it for about 3 hours so far, and I myself am actually really enjoying the game, but it's very obvious that the game has some pretty blatant flaws with it. So today I'm going to just be giving an in-depth analysis and review of the video game in its current state. Where is it at right now? What I think it could do in the future, stuff like that. So for people who don't want to wait for the in-depth analysis portion, I'm just going to, like, right off the bat, I'll give you guys like a very quick summary review of everything that the game has currently. Okay, so this is for people who don't want the analysis. I'll just do this real quick. The story mode is well, let me put it like this. The graphics are a 1 out of 10. They're actually hideous. Like, they're not just bad, they're genuinely unacceptable. The story mode is a 0.1, a 0.5 out of 10. Not even a single point, a 0.5. It's downright disrespectful. It's just so bad. I'm not even not joking. I think they made it in a day. I wouldn't be surprised if they made the entire story mode in the day. You yourself, if you're someone who has zero programming experience and you just look up a Unity tutorial, this game was made in Unity, I'm pretty sure. You look up a Unity tutorial, you within 5 hours could make a better story mode than what they did, or you could replicate the exact same thing they did with zero programming experience. It was just screenshots with text written over it. It takes about like 30 minutes to do. But the gameplay mechanics itself, I say that is a solid 8 out of 10. It's extremely fun. The mechanics are very fun, and the skill ceiling seems very high. The skill floor is also quite high, and I'll get more into detail about that later. And then the sound design in this game, I give a 7 out of 10. Overall, I give the game about a 6 out of 10. I'm not sure if that's an accurate average. If you like add those numbers up and then divide them by 40, I don't think it's an actual, like, that's the actual average. I don't know. But I say overall the game is about a 6 out of 10. The real problem with this game is the graphics and the price. The price is ridiculous. That's just me being honest. The price is ridiculous. $60 for a game that literally looks like it could run on a GameCube is insane. And that's not me being insulting. That is an accurate assessment of how the game actually looks. And I have a bunch of clips pulled up to show you what I'm talking about. I have some actual GameCube games pulled up, and I'm going to run those side by side with Nen Impact, so you can look at that yourself and tell me if I'm lying when I say it looks like a GameCube game. You can tell me, because we're going to actually look at GameCube games here today. And I have a bunch of clips to go over, a bunch of different things to talk about, okay? So, that's just like the brief rundown for anyone who doesn't want the in-depth analysis. So now we're going to get into the in-depth analysis part, all right? So, did the game flop? Sadly, yes, it did. Okay, I don't want to say that, but it totally did. These player numbers, I took this screenshot right before I started the live stream. Okay, this is the active player count for Nen Impact right now. It peaked at 277 players, and Currently, it has 158 people playing it right now on Steam. Okay. I'll just be brutally honest here. This is not only the worst player count I've seen for an anime game, this is the worst player count I've seen for any game. I've never seen numbers this low for a game that just launched, literally ever. And like, I like looking at player count data. It's like, I'm a computer science student, bro. So I'm like nerdy when it comes to numbers. I'm also a power scaler. The two things kind of go hand in hand, I think. I like looking at numbers. I like doing math, and I like analyzing data, stuff like this. It's fun to me. So I look at player count data for a lot of different games, like just for fun. I've never seen a game peak this low before. I've actually never seen, out of every game I've ever looked at, I've never seen numbers this low before for a game that just released. The game just released like 20 hours ago, and this is the peak. Okay. And I'll be honest, the reason it's this low is because people look at the game, they think to themselves, this looks hideous, and it costs way too much. $60 for this is insane. And I'm going to show you some of these other player counts so you can compare it to this. And I'll show you some other games that cost less than this that are available at the same time. Street Fighter 6 is $40 right now on Steam. Street Fighter 6 is $40. Guilty Gear is $40. A lot of fighting games that look 10,000 times better than this are $40. But let's start comparing it to some other player counts to give you an understanding of why 277 is so bad. Oh, also there's no crossplay either. So like if you're on PC and you're trying to play this game on PC, you have it says 158 people playing right now. You will have a total of 158 people that you can fight total, like in the whole world. This isn't just like one region. This is the whole world playing the game. 158. I genuinely don't even know if this game made a profit. I don't think it even broke even. Like they said, the game was $600,000 was its budget. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if they even broke even. I'm starting to wonder if this game even sold 2,000 copies across all systems. I don't know if it did, to be honest. Anyway, this is the price point. It's ridiculous. Let's go over here. This is Naruto Storm 4. This game came out in 2016. So it's 9 years old. Or is that 8? Yeah, this game is, hold on. Yeah, it's a 9-year-old game. Okay. And right now, I got this screenshot right now before I started the stream. A 9-year-old Naruto game that's not even a real fighting game has more players right now than Nen Impact does. Okay, Nen Impact right now, its peak was 277, and right now has 158 people on. Naruto Storm 4 has 415 people on. It's a 9-year-old game. No DLC, nothing. Okay. Guilty Gear, this is something that costs $40, and this is actually a beautiful fighting game. I'm going to show you some gameplay clips of this later so you can see what I'm talking about. This has 1,783 people playing, and it came out 4 years ago, and it costs $20 less than Nen Impact does. $20 less, okay? Skullgirl, this is a 10-year-old fighting game. I didn't even know what Skullgirl was until yesterday when I was just looking at different Evo fighters. And I'm sorry for the Skullgirl fans in the chat. I hope I'm not being like disrespectful to, this franchise. But I was looking at it and it looked like a great game. Like the fighting mechanics looked really good and the animation looked great. And I was thinking to myself, I wish Nen Impact looked like this. This game's 10 years old. And this is like on par with what Nen Impact is right now. And then here's Sparking Zero, which like this is considered like a dead anime game too. Its fall off is actually legendary. Going from 120,000 to about 1,000 is insane. But even Sparking Zero has more players than it, which is truly a sad sight. I think after this I have like legendary games that we don't really need to look at. I think I put Expedition 33 here. Oh wait, no, hold on. I have Bleach Rebirth of Souls as well. And what else did I have? Oh wait, we had a couple others. Let's look at these. Okay, so I have Bleach Rebirth of Souls here. Bleach Rebirth of Souls. This game it, like, there's so many bad things you can say about it, but it's at 172. That's pretty trash, not gonna lie. But it's like on par with Nen Impact right now, which is a shame. But even like, look at how much it peaked at. It peaked at 6,709. I'd argue that the Hunter x Hunter fan base is bigger than the Bleach fan base. Yet this game peaked at a much higher number than Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact did. And Bleach, when it dropped, it like didn't even work on the PC, and it still peaked at much higher than like more than 10 times. It's like 30 times higher than what Nen Impact peaked at, sadly. And then the next one we had here was Xenoverse 2, a 9-year-old fighting game. It's peaking at, like, just today, it had 5 times more people playing it than what Nen Impact peaked at. It's insane. Okay? And what I'm actually... Yo, Kona, what's up, bro? What I'm actually worried about, I'm worried that Nen Impact might become like a Discord fighter within like 2 weeks, bro. Like, and by Discord fighter, I mean the game would be so small that you're sitting in ranked mode for like 20-30 minutes and can't find a match. And the only way you can actually fight people is if you're in a Discord group with people who have the game. That's my fear for what could happen to Nen Impact. But let's start looking at some clips, okay? Well, real quick. Yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of clips I wanted to go into. I was thinking there's some more points I wanted to mention, but we'll just let me show you these clips first, and I'll mention points as we like go along. Okay, so this is some gameplay from Nen Impact, and it's just actually butt ugly. I'm gonna be straight up with you. The game's hideous. It looks like a GameCube game straight up. Let me show you this ultimate. Like, the gameplay is so ugly. There's a couple characters that I refuse to use because the ultimates are just disgusting. Like, it's not just bad, it's actually repulsive to the point where it like makes me want to turn the game off. Let me show you this. This is an ultimate from Meruem here. Let me show you. Look at this. Actually vile. Not gonna lie, actually vile. And it's like, this one is just straight up ugly to me. I refuse to use Meruem because this ultimate is just so disgustingly trash. Look at this, bro. Can you believe this is a PlayStation 5 game? Like, when I look at this, it's like my first thoughts are GameCube. First thoughts are GameCube, okay? So there's a Meruem's ult. Another one whose ults are hideous are Netero. I also refuse to use Netero because his ults are just straight up disgusting. Take a peep at Netero's ult here. This is Netero's ult. That's zero hand. And I'll tell you, I get zero joy when I look at it. It's actually one of the, like, straight up one of the most disgusting things I've seen put into a video game in 2025. Let's just give it one more time for the one time here. It's just genuinely trash. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I look at this panel right here, let me put it to you like this. I've never drawn anything of any significance in Microsoft Paint. In my entire life, I've never once drawn anything of any significance in Microsoft Paint. But I'm being serious when I think I could close my eyes using just my mouse and keyboard on Microsoft Paint, close my eyes and do a better drawing of the zero hand than this. This is some actual cheeks. There's no other word for it. It's straight cheeks. All right. So now let's start comparing it. Like, these are just unacceptable graphics. It doesn't make sense to spend $60 on that, bro. As much like, and bro, and I'm saying this as someone who really enjoys the game. I like the game. The gameplay is fun. The skill ceiling is really high. After this stream's done, I'm playing the game right after this is done, brother. Right after this stream's done, I'm gonna play the game some more because I'm having fun playing it. And I'll talk about like the future of the game in a little bit here too. But I just want to be honest with you guys about how ugly this game is. That is a humongous problem. I've seen some people trying to say, oh, it doesn't look that bad. Okay, well, let's compare it to an actual GameCube game, and let's see what you think about it after that. So this is a GameCube game, Naruto Clash of the Ninja 2. Okay, this is on Games Variety's YouTube channel. This game came out in 2003. This game is 22 years old, bro. Cosmic Cookie, Nen Impact, it's a fun game, but it has problems. I would recommend like rewinding to the beginning portion of the review just to get like the detailed stuff, but I'll talk about it more. But anyway, this game came out in 2003, right? So it's 22 years old, an actual GameCube game, and I want you to look at some of these specials and compare it to the Meruem and Netero one you just saw. Let's look at this.
Personally. Here I go. Sorry, guys. Here it is. Don't take it personally.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks very similar. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks very, very similar to me. And this might be biased, bro, but I actually like these Ultimates better. The Clash of the Ninja 2 Ultimates, I actually like these ones better. There's a bunch. This is a whole compilation of Ultimates. Let's see. Hold on. I have a notepad of specific ones I wanted to look at. Oh yeah, let's look at the next one. Let's just let it play. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. Like, these Ultimates that came out in 2003 for the freaking GameCube, they look better to me. They look better to me. Like, the way that the camera angle changes, the impact sound on the kicks, in my opinion, this, like, when you do this Ultimate, when you see this Ultimate, you're like, oh, I actually did damage to that guy. When you look at the Meruem one, it does damage to my feelings, but it doesn't do it. I don't feel like I'm doing damage to the opponent, bro. Like, it hurts my feelings as a Hunter x Hunter fan looking at this. Like, let's just look at this again. This is the Meruem ult. There's no impact here, bro. It's cheeks. It's just cheeks, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the Ultimates in this game are hideous. A lot of them are hideous. And in the Naruto Clash of Ninja 2, straight up an actual GameCube game, the graphics are very comparable, and it's debatable which one has the better ults, okay? Here, I got another one here. Let's play the next one. Let's just see what the next one looks like. Chat, I'm not gonna lie. This one looks better. Chat, which one do you actually like? Let me know in the comments right now, which one do you actually think looks better? If you think the Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact one looks better, that's fine. Let me know. If you think this one looked better, let me know. Which one do you think looked better? Me personally, I think this Hidden Lotus ult looks better than Meruem's ult and Netero's. One more time, we'll go back and here, just to make it fair, I'll put it on mute too, because I have the other one on mute. So let's look at this Rock Lee one again. We'll play this on mute. Okay, that's the Rock Lee one. And then here is the Meruem one, okay? We'll go back and look at it. Cozy, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it, bro. I'll read that in just 1 second here. And here's the Meruem one. We're going to look at that again. Honestly, guys, they're like on the same exact tier. And like Naruto, this old game has some cool ultimates in it. Like, here, let me go to like let's see. It's all the ultimates in the game, but like the camera angles were a little bit better. It just felt like there was more passion put into the game. Even like their like basic intro level ones were like cooler. Like, hold on, let me see if we could find like a basic one. I don't know. They're honestly on par with each other. That's the sad truth, because this is an actual GameCube game. Legitimately. So like when people say that Nen Impact looks like a GameCube game, that's not even an insult. It's an accurate assessment of how it actually looks. Cozy, you said, wish Arc System Works or Capcom got the game, to be honest. I'm not sure what the dev team was that created Nen Impact. I don't know. And then here is the Clash of Ninja 2 story mode. The Clash of Ninja 2 story mode is better than the Nen Impact story mode. Yes, it's just text, but it's actually a step beyond what they did for Nen Impact. Here, let me show you the Nen Impact story mode. This is from when I was streaming it. I actually have it. It should be around the beginning. Yeah, so this is the story mode, okay? And it's gonna audio, like, I'll play the audio, you'll just hear me yapping.
And their story mode was better than this one. Okay?
And this was
like
me.
It had a
Hold on.
similar approach, but I'll talk about
It's bothering me hearing myself yap while I yap at the same time. But it's like, this is the story mode. It's just screenshots from the anime. There's no audio. The narrator's not reading the text to you. It's just screenshots with text written on top of it. This is the entire story mode. It's like this throughout the entire story. You don't get any audio. Like, the voice actors aren't reading it out. It's just pictures with text. This is the story mode. Okay? Now, if you look at this story mode and you compare it to Naruto Clash of the Ninja 2, Naruto Clash of the Ninja 2, they're giving you text, but they actually had the voice actors read the lines, and they were unique with like how they did it. Like, they took screenshots of the characters, created different facial expressions for them based on the mood of the scene, and then they actually read the text, and they would create a custom background for each setting. So like, that's multiple layers beyond what the Nen Impact story did.
You desired. You know, if we'd met under different circumstances, we probably could have become friends.
And let me tell you something, bro. Like, the difference here is, like, when you play the Clash of the Ninja 2 story mode, you feel like you're getting a summary of the show itself, enough to make you actually want to watch the show. Like, if you've never watched Naruto before, you could play Clash of the Ninja 2 and become a fan of Naruto. If you've never watched Hunter x Hunter before, you'll play Nen Impact and you'll feel like you didn't see anything. It's a different level, bro. Jesse, you were saying, can you compare this to JoJo All-Star Battle? I'm sorry, I actually have never played JoJo All-Star Battle, but if I play that game, then I definitely will. Okay? Now, here's another thing I wanted to show you. So, oh wait, did I read the super chat? Hold up. Oh yeah, I did, okay. Thank you again for that super chat, Cozy, appreciate it. So, another thing, bro, I was saying that Nen Impact, right now it's $60. That's actually unacceptable, because this game right here, Guilty Gear, is $40. This is a game that's available right now at the same time, and it's just a superior fighting game, quite frankly. Like, the images are way more appealing. Look at this, bro. Hold on, let me full screen it so you guys can see it better. It's just, oh, dude, it's chunking. I think it's because I have so many tabs open. Okay, yeah, look at these visuals, bro. Like, it's just a much more visually appealing fighting game. Even if you don't know I don't know these characters at all, but I want to play this fighting game simply because it looks like a good fighting game. It's visually appealing. It looks cool. They put a lot of work into making it look cool. Like, I don't know any of these characters. I don't even know what I'm looking at. But I would want to play the game simply because of, like, how nice it looks. Okay, I know nothing about Guilty Gear. I just know that it's $40. It's $20 cheaper than Nen Impact is right now. It's chunking along on my computer because I have so many tabs open. But this game is just way better looking, bro. Tayshawn, hey yo, what's up, bro? Thank you for the donation, Tayshawn. I appreciate it a lot. You said the graphics aren't even the worst part. The art direction, color palette, and terrible action choreography in terms of specials and cutscenes makes this feel like a joke, lol. Cheers if this works, my guy. Thanks, bro. I appreciate the donation a lot, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and it's a shame because like I was saying, bro, I personally actually like the game. I genuinely do like the game. It's fun to me. I'm a Hunter x Hunter fan and I like fighting games, and I can tell that the combo system is actually very in-depth, and I'm about to pull up a clip like talking about how in-depth the combos are in like 2 clips from now, and we'll talk about that more in detail from like a high-ranking fighting game, a fighting gamer's perspective. This guy was talking about like how good the combos are in this game, so we'll go to that in a second here. But yeah, it's just the big things that are holding it back are that it genuinely is GameCube level in terms of graphics, and the price is way too much. Like, chat, let me know in the comments if this game, if Nen Impact was $35, would you buy it? Because if it was $35, I think that would be a good selling point for the game personally. Let me know in the comments if you think you would buy it then. Okay. Here's something that I was thinking. The game, at this point, since the devs are not going to add a graphics patch, they definitely should. They're not going to do it. It's kind of up to modders to do it. Here is a like graphics mod for Sparking Zero where people like edited the shaders to make it look like Raging Blast 2. My computer can barely handle all these different tabs open, bro. But like if you look at this, Sparking Zero looks very different here because they like adjusted the shaders. It's a shaders mod. Okay. And dude, my computer can barely handle it. What Nen Impact needs is for modders to create a graphics mod for the game. It needs it, bro. It needs it. That could like single-handedly improve the game a lot. I just wanted to show that real quick. But next we're going to look at some clips here from Diaphone. So here, actually I'm going to close some of these tabs so that we can actually play this without my computer exploding. I'll close some of these. Okay, so this is Diaphone. Chat, do you guys know who Diaphone is? Diaphone, he's like a very high-ranking Street Fighter 6 player, and I think his whole YouTube channel just revolves around fighting games. I think he's like competed in Evo before as well, and I think he might compete in Evo for this Hunter x Hunter game. I'm not sure, but I was in his live stream when he was playing this game like a day or so ago. You can see my comments in the bottom right, and I was just asking him different questions about the game. And he had some very like interesting insights. So I want to play those for you guys to hear. Let me turn the volume up. So yeah, listen to the things he's saying about the game. This is from a high-level fighting game player's perspective. So his insight is actually really valuable. So listen to this real quick.
Just let me TOD once, bro. Oh yeah, this game's definitely Evo ready. I think this game is gonna be fucking peak as shit at Evo. RC? Yeah.
Okay. So that's the first timestamp I wanted to go over. I had asked him in the comments, I said, do you think this game is going to be ready for Evo? And he said, yes, he thinks it will be. And he thinks it's going to be really good at Evo, actually. Okay. There's a few more things he said that I want to show you. So the next timestamp I have here is 44:32. Let's go over to that. Let's go a little beyond it. All right.
How do I say, like, the damage?
All right, let's see what he says next, all right?
I think, yeah, Evo is going to be very high level. Even this year's Evo, like, I think it's going to be pretty fun to watch if they have, like, something.
Okay. So that was the second thing he said. He thinks that Evo is going to be high-level gameplay and fun to watch. Okay, and then he has another statement here, timestamp 45:45.
So much extra. I think the game's great. It's just the netcode is bad. I think a lot of people think the same way. I think a lot of people like the game, they just don't like the state of the netcode.
Okay, that's oh, my fault. So that's another like good thing to hear from him. He said he thinks the game's great, but like its biggest problem is the netcode. Okay, he's not even talking about the graphics. He's saying he thinks that the game itself is great. Okay. Now the last timestamp I have here is 46:18. Oh wait, you said it's lagging for you guys? Are you guys able to like hear me clearly and hear? Were you guys able to hear what Diaphone was saying? He said, "I think it's your device." Hopefully you guys are able to hear him. So like here's the last timestamp from him. It's at 46:18. I'll just play it from here.
Like, I don't know when the quickie for Leoria too. Oh, this game's gonna have a crazy high skill ceiling. I think the thing, I'm not sure if it's skill ceiling or not, but like, I feel like the difference between someone putting 10 hours into this game and someone putting 200 hours into this game is massive compared to a game like Street Fighter. Like, I feel like if I only put 10 hours in this game, I play someone that plays 200 hours, that's of equal skill, I feel like I could never touch them. Where in Street Fighter, I feel like, or like Fatal Fury, I feel like if I only put 10 hours, like at least my fundamentals can shine through a little bit easier. So I don't know if that's like a skill ceiling or a skill floor. Maybe that's skill floor. But I feel that way about a lot of tag games where it's like it's harder for your fundamentals to shine through because there's just so much like of an execution and knowledge barrier that you have to hit, if that makes sense.
Okay, so that right there, that is like like genuinely the highest praise I've heard anyone say for that game, period. Did you guys hear what he was saying? He was saying that he thinks this either the skill ceiling or the skill floor is even higher than Street Fighter 6. Did you guys hear him say that? Because that's actually crazy praise. Street Fighter 6 is like the pinnacle of fighting games right now. And this is Diaphone, someone who is like a top-ranked Street Fighter 6 player, or at least he used to be not that long ago. He's saying that he thinks that either the skill floor or skill ceiling of this game is higher than that of Street Fighter 6. And he's saying he thinks that the Evo gameplay is going to be like crazy. Okay? So this is part of what I'm talking about. The potential for this game's really good. Wait, hold on. My TV turned on in the background. Let me turn this joint off. Hold up. All right. But this is like the highest praise that I've heard for the video game, period. And I hope he wasn't like paid to say that. I hope that was his actual beliefs. I think it was his actual beliefs. Because he's been playing this game like a ton for the past 3 days or so. He got the early access release, I think, and has just been playing it nonstop. And he's already getting a lot of hours in the game. And last I checked, like he's playing it on PC. And last I checked, Diaphone is already ranked like number 20 on the leaderboard, something like that. He might be even higher now. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the gameplay mechanics in this game are actually really great. It's genuinely a very fun game. I want to keep playing it right now. I'm going to play it right after this stream's done. I'll probably do a stream of me playing it. But its biggest problems are its garbage graphics, the terrible story mode, and the price is way too freaking high. I'm not sure if I said this at the start of the stream or not, but this game is only 2.5 gigabytes, bro. It's so small. It's 2.5 gigabytes, bro. That's literally a phone game. That is the size of a phone game. I've seen it can run on a phone. Okay, I saw, like, I'm not going to say where I saw it, but I've seen that it can run on an actual phone. And it like looks nice on a phone. it makes me wonder, was this game initially intended to be a phone game and then last minute they just decided to port it to console? I kind of think maybe that might be what it is. I don't know. I don't know. Allegedly, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. But it looks like it could run on a phone. 2.5 gigabytes for a full $60 game in 2025 makes actually 0 cents. So, you said Genshin Impact Mobile is 30 gigs. Yeah, it's insane. Like, this whole game is 2.5 gigs. My PlayStation downloaded it in like 30 seconds, bro. It was like downloading a freaking song. Like, it's nuts. It does look like an actual mobile game. It does. It does. So, yeah, chat, that's my overall review on the game. I was just gonna be honest. I didn't want to like sugarcoat anything. That's my straight up honest thoughts on the game. It is a fun game, and to give you an idea on the numbers, like it doesn't have cross-platform, and it came out for 3 different systems. It came out for the PlayStation 5. It came out for the Switch, the Nintendo Switch. I don't even know if it's on the Switch 2. It might legit just be on the Switch 1. I don't know. And then the other console was PC. Okay. PC peaked at 277 peak players when the game first dropped, and about before the stream started, it only had 158 people playing, and the game just came out. Okay. I looked over on PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5, you can't see how many people are actively playing it, but if you go to the rankings, you can scroll to the very bottom, and it tells you the total number of people that have played one ranked match. On PlayStation 5, the total was 840 right before I turned the stream on. Okay? So a total of 840. That's not active players. That's 840 people have turned the game on and fought at least one ranked match. Okay? So who knows how many out of that 840 will actually stay. It might be like 200 as well. We don't know. Could be 300, 400. Don't know. Okay. And then Switch, I have no idea how many people are on Switch. Okay. So all together, man, I think the entire player base is like, if you count everyone who's turned the game on once as part of the player base, it might be like less than 3,000 people. If you're counting people who are actively playing it, the whole player base might be like 600, 700 if you count all the consoles together. It might be a little more, I don't know. But what I'm hoping is that the console, I hope that the total number of people who've played one ranked match, I hope that hits 1,000. I hope it hits 1,000. And I hope that like there's at least like 500 or 600 people actively playing the game on console, at least until Evo happens. What would be great is if they drop the price to like $30 and the peak goes beyond 277. I don't know if that'll happen. I'll tell you this: if they drop a graphics patch where the graphics look better and they lower the price to $35, I could see it peaking to like 400. And then that would actually be pretty solid. But I don't think they're going to actually do a graphics patch. And the price drop, I think the price drop will happen very soon, because I don't even know if they made a profit on this game. I don't even know if they broke even. It seems like it sold almost no copies. But yeah, my fear is that it'll turn into a Discord fighter within like a month. Like a point where you turn on ranked, you can't even find a match for like 30 minutes. I'm afraid of that. I hope that doesn't happen. But Evo is happening in 3 months. It's like in October. There'll be an Evo competition, and Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact will be there. So I think the player base will stay around this size until Evo, at least. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm hoping that by that time they actually drop the price, and that the player base might increase beyond 277. That's what I'm hoping. Best case scenario, bro. Best case scenario, this game drops like, okay, here, this is actual best case scenario. Let me put it like this. We get a patch like 3 days from now, they improve the netcode across all consoles, like across PlayStation, across Switch, across PC, and the netcode's really good. And they drop the price to $30. And then the peak players goes from 277 to like 500. In a dream scenario, they also drop a graphics patch. That's not gonna happen though. Companies just don't like do nice things like that. But maybe, dude, maybe some great modder out there will drop a graphics mod, and like it'll just be so nice that like everyone on PC plays it. Maybe we get a 500 player peak, and then it stays at around 500 players for the next year. That'd be great. That's like dream scenario, but we'll see, man. But I'm gonna keep playing the game. I like the game. I'm gonna keep playing it. I'll be streaming myself playing it, labbing it. I want to like learn the game and get like decently good at it. And I think like, I don't know, I'm not saying I would try and compete at Evo, but if I reach like top 10 on the leaderboards, then I would consider it. I'd be like, all right, well, maybe it would be a good idea to just like actually compete in Evo if I'm already top 10. If I can reach top 10, then I would consider it. But yeah, that's about everything I wanted to say, chat. That's like the whole review. Do you guys have any questions on anything I went over, or any thoughts on anything I shared? Terrell, what's up, bro? How you doing? Who wins, Razor or Bisky? It's a very close one. I honestly, I might lean, like, I think Bisky is physically stronger and a little more skilled, but Razor just has more versatility with his ability, so I think it might be extreme diff Razor, but that one could go either way. Kona, you said review more like rant. There is just a lot of problems with the game, but all that, like, and I didn't want to sugarcoat it and just like lie and say, oh man, it's perfect. Like, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to just be brutally honest. But the truth is, dude, I actually really like the game. It's fun. But there are some characters that are so hideous in the game, I just refuse to play them. Like, I don't play Meruem, I don't play Netero. They're just simply too ugly. And I'm really hoping that a mod out there, someone mods the graphics and improves them. I'm really hoping someone does. We need that ref patched into the roster. That would be crazy. Also, bro, I've been asking people to go on to the PC. Like, so if you have the game and you have it, and you go on to your like online mode, like where you do like ranked battles, player match, all that stuff. If you scroll to the rankings, you can see the rank leaderboard, and if you go to the very bottom, it tells you like the total number of people who've done at least one ranked match. This is like a request to anyone in the chat who has it, or anyone who watches this as a VOD. Can someone please tell me what's the like total number of people who've played ranked on PC? You can see it if you just go to the ranked leaderboards and scroll to the bottom person. So like on PlayStation 5, it says there's 840 people who've played one ranked match. If anyone has it on PC, please let me know. Yeah, because I just want to understand, like get a better understanding exactly how big the player base is. Neto, yeah, I heard that as well. I heard that the developers are trying to fix the rollback netcode right now. They're trying to fix it right now. And there's some rumors that they already patched it on PlayStation, but I could tell it was still like chugging a little bit. But it's playable. I can play it and like have fun. But yeah. So do you think we'll get updated graphics and crossplay? No, I don't. The only, like in my opinion, the only chance we'll get updated graphics is if a modder like mods updated graphics themselves, and then it would just be for the PC community. So the thing with Sparking Zero is it had a humongous community of modders. Like Sparking Zero has like maybe hundreds of different mods, because the initial player base was so huge and they hated the game so much they were like, screw it, I'm just gonna fix the game and make it the way I want. The problem with Nen Impact is like legitimately, bro, across the whole world, I think it sold like 3,000 copies. It might, I don't know if it actually did or not, but like just based on how small the player base is, I don't know if any modder bought this game. Maybe there will be someone out of the like very small player base that like gets so pissed off they're like, screw it, I will learn how to mod simply to make the game better, and they'll mod it and make it look nice. Maybe they'll do that. Tayshawn, yeah, I agree, bro. That was a horrendous mistake on their part. The fact that this game is already this small, the price was this high, and like the player base is this small, the fact that they didn't add crossplay is insane. That was actually an insane move. It's already this small, bro. Like, if all of the player bases were combined, the game would live for a solid year. But because it's not crossplay, there's a real chance that like a year from now, this will be a Discord fighter. I hope it doesn't. I hope that it like stays alive long enough for at least a year. That'd be nice. But we'll see. I'm going to be playing it. I'm going to be streaming it. DJM, like, yeah, they do have touch of death combos where you, if you learn a combo, a specific one, you can like just kill a person with one full combo. But like, I want to see like the highest high level gameplay, because I think there's ways to work around it. Like, they're just like, I don't know. I myself am too new at the game to like tell yet, you know. Neto, you said, what about more characters? Because they said 4 more are going to come out soon or something, unless I was reading it right. Yeah, yeah, the season pass are going to be dropping new characters. I think they're dropping 2 characters by the end of this year. One of them is Pito. I don't know who the other one is. And then they're dropping 2 extra characters in 2026. Which, in my opinion, that's like not enough. They're not doing enough for the game, quite frankly. But I'm going to be playing it. I'm going to be streaming it. I might literally be one of the only people on the internet playing it and streaming it, but I will be streaming it. I'm going to play it a bit more after this. Because, like, all this being said, it should be known, I actually have a lot of fun playing the game. I have a lot of fun. Like, you can tell they put most of their time into creating the gameplay mechanics, and like they use the Nen abilities in a very lore accurate and creative way. Each character feels very different. I like that a lot, bro. Low key, I wish that they didn't have auto combos though. I wish they didn't have them. I wish that the game did not have auto combos and just every combo you just had to lab it and learn it. But like when I play the game, I don't use auto combos. And I think at a high level, it's probably better not to use them. Like, you can do better combos without the auto. Kiske, you said best YouTuber that talks about Hunter x Hunter. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. What's your favorite character to play as? So far, it's Morel. Morel is clean in that game, and he's very beginner-friendly. But alright, chat, that's everything I wanted to go over. You said you want an open world Hunter x Hunter game, not a 2D fighter. A game based on the concept of Greed Island would be interesting. It's basically Dragon Quest. Like, if you guys have played Dragon Quest, I think Greed Island is actually based on Dragon Quest, to be honest. But alright, chat, that's everything for this stream. I'm going to eat some food, and then I'm going to be playing Nen Impact throughout the night. I don't know if I'll stream it the rest of the night, because it's going to be super late when I'm playing it. Maybe I will, maybe not. But if I don't stream it tonight, I will be streaming again tomorrow, so... But alright, chat, thank you everybody for tuning into this review of the game. I hope you guys liked it. And I will see you guys. Oh, thank you for the super chats as well. Thank you for all the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Oh, another one, bro. Tayshawn, thank you for another one. You said this game doing Duke Nukem numbers. I actually don't know like how well Duke Nukem's doing, but I'm assuming not that well. But thank you for the donation, Tayshawn. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you guys for all the comments. Thank you guys for tuning into this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wanted to be honest. I didn't want to sugarcoat anything, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.